Hey guys, Marty Boots here. Today I want to talk to you about BAT, right? I think BAT is going to be the next Chainlink in a way. Now, of course, I'm not comparing the two projects or anything like that. I'm comparing the structures. I'm comparing the potential outcome for BAT to be a long-term hold. I think it's a very good opportunity. Now, a lot of people might be sleeping on BAT, but they actually have a really good working product, of course, in Brave browser. And it's been going for quite a few years. I don't know exactly how long it's going, but I know it's going for quite a few years now. So it's interesting that they have this product out there, and it's a product like that competing with Google or whatever, Firefox and Chrome, Google Chrome. It's going to take a while to catch on, but it is catching on, and there is a lot of positive signs for it in the market, and especially with all these DEX coins and DEX exchanges and DeFi coins and all the rest. There's a whole market out there for it, and a lot of these people are going to start using the Brave browser. I mean, it's going to help increase the usage. And if you increase the usage, that eventually this coin will grow. I believe it'll grow a lot. Like I honestly think it's going to be a 10x, a 20x, a 30x coin over the next few years. Right? Do I have a time frame? Not really. But um, if you look at Chainlink, it took, we're going to say 16 to 19 months for it to move from 50 cent to $20. Okay, so I'm not saying the same thing can happen, but even if you have a target of $5 on this, it is a substantial gain. And I think $5 is possible. I really do. I know it might be people might think no chance or whatever, but I honestly believe and think that this is possible. And I want to run through that here. Now, we have already discussed this in our live trading room. And, if you'd like to take the 3-day free trial, there's a link down below. We also offer lots of buy and sell alerts, and we have $1 million worth of courses. Um, you know, we have 4,000 courses actually, and it's growing every day. And we're always trying to improve and improve the group, improve our members, improve myself, just to keep improving everything. There's a lot of potential in this market. I honestly believe that this market has only started, and this market is going to grow for 20 years, almost like the Nasdaq did back in 2000 when the Nasdaq had the tech bubble crashed. It's been grown ever since then for 20 years, right? And I believe a lot of these companies are going to do the same, and they're going to grow for the next 20 years. So you want to be getting in on board on these projects for the long term. Some of these, and you can make life-changing money. You can make millions and millions, dream money in some of these if you have the patience. And I believe BAT is one of those projects that can sustain themselves, and it's a buy and hold, right? Of course, it's not financial advice, but I'm just telling you what I'm doing. Anyway, guys, so that's it. If you want to take the 3-day free trial, just come on in. We have a group of fantastic members on there. Now, Bat, I made a video last year, and it was about Ren, and I said finding the next chain link, right? And Ren went on to do 10x from my post, and it's only started. I believe Ren is still going to go a lot higher. And I believe BAT, this is my next video. It's finding the next Chainlink part 2. I think I'm going to make the title for this. Look at the structure here. The structure here on Link, it created a beautiful base. And I remember talking about it down here, that it really could explode if it breaks out of this base. I mean, you never think it can go to $20 in such a short space of time. But it shows the potential when you have a huge base like this, and of course, huge fundamentals behind it. Don't get me wrong. I know Link has beautiful fundamentals behind it, but I also believe that BAT is going to be growing over the next period of years, and I think it's got a very good product, and it will continue to grow. Now, if I take a ruler, right, and I take a ruler from here, these are both monthly charts, by the way, right? So you can see there are 34 bars. Now that's a pretty hefty base. When you get a hefty base like that, look at this, this is only 19 bars. When you get a long base like this on a monthly chart, you're priming for an explosion to the upside, in my opinion. Now, what I also want to talk about, if I go back here before the breakout, right? If we look at this before the breakout, and you look at this, look at the volume. Look at this accumulation. This is accumulation volume, guys. Amazing, beautiful accumulation volume. Look at this spike in volume right up here. This is testing the waters. This is beautiful. Look what happened, Link. Link had the exact same thing. Exact same thing. Testing the waters, testing the resistance, huge accumulation with huge volume. Okay. And after that, it was a volume precedes price. Okay. And this was all, this whole thing is accumulation. It's a huge base of accumulation by the big guys, right? Now, what happened? This spike up tested the base. Now, I really could move this down. Price tested here, had a failure of a breakout, and then we finally broke out. You know, you could, of course, you can move it up here as well. Whatever, it doesn't really matter. Anyway, what happened afterwards? Once, if you did not buy in this accumulation base, guys, that price is to never be seen again. You will never ever see that again. And look at this now. We ran the whole way to $20,000. Now, if I put this down here at 44 cent, you can see obviously it's a 45x. Okay, now that's pretty impressive. That's pretty damn impressive. Now, even if we get to $5, as I said, it's a 15x, and this could hit higher. This can go to $10. You think back to the tech bubble, when the tech bubble crashed, a lot of these companies, they were worth nothing. They were worth hardly anything. And even Apple, you know, I remember Apple was down there at $3. It went up. It was below $1, and now Apple hit. It was 500 last week, and that's with stock splits. Apple would be at $2,000. Only it's had stock splits along the way. So you can just imagine the gains that you can have if you're buying and holding these for the longer term. I'm not saying this is going to explode overnight. This is a monthly chart, but the structure is beautiful. So anyway, guys, I'm going to cut this video off. Do not sleep on BAT as a long term. If you need somewhere to hold a little bit of cash or whatever, you know, I'm just telling you what I'm doing. I'm just going to put some away, and I'm going to forget about it, and you know, I'll check it down the line. I'm just going to totally forget I have it. If we get a dip, maybe I'll add some more. But it's an idea for you guys to think about. If you need some help with entries, if you need some help with any other coins or anything, some advice or whatever, just want to be in with a group of fantastic traders and members, just take the 3-day free trial down below. Again, we have 4,000 courses, some of the courses from all the best traders in the world. Some of the courses are actually from banks and institutions. So they're all there at your disposal, I should say. And you know, if you want to improve your trading, we have a great trading room for that. Anyway, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching, and do not forget to like and subscribe for future content, and have a wonderful day.